All right, before we jump into this first section, remember to like, follow, and share us to keep this meat and Wagyu conversation going. Also, if you want to join the Meat Fam on Facebook, go to the Meat Fam, ask to join, and I'll approve you if you make the cut. So that's our Facebook group. We talk a lot about meat. We post Wagyu beef stories and have a lot of fun.
We should make some Meat Fam T-shirts, send out to the folks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's a lot
of the Meat
people,
Fam.
man. There's a lot of people that are Meat Fam that we're talking to. Okay, but Chef Tyler, a big topic today. What is the French Brigade? What is that kitchen hierarchy, right? We talk about the French Brigade. You see it when you watch Hell's Kitchen. Manage your brigade. Get a hold of your goddamn brigade. You know, when
that was your best Gordon Ramsay right there.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Yeah, you know, I'm watching the levels here. I didn't want to freak out. But we've seen the bear. He talks about the French Brigade and the bear. But what is the quick history of the French Brigade? Right, it was created by Escoffier.
Escoffier.
Yeah. He's the OG of basically modern fine dining.
Yeah.
And that was in like the late 1800s.
Yeah, it was back in the day. And for lack of a better term, it's almost like entering the military in a kitchen.
1,000%.
It really is. Like, there are levels, and you know where your level is because you're told daily.
Yep.
And you do not step out of line.
There's clear roles. Yeah.
You get you master one thing, and you may be able to move to the next thing, and you may be able to move to the next thing, but don't you ever think you're going to until you're asked to. Or
Wow.
you're in fucking trouble.
I like that.
Yeah.
It basically is to create no chaos during a service, right? To put out perfect food without chaos.
Everybody has their role.
Everybody has their role. We're going to go over all of those roles, break them all down, and talk about why they're important and why it's important for us as the meat dudes to understand this. Because if you go to a nice restaurant and your meat's not cooked well, that's not a good experience. And that should never happen. Yeah, never. That should never happen in the French Brigade.
To make it even more encompassing, it starts at the front door. And part of the dining room.
Yeah.
It's like that is where the all house mentality really comes from, because the stress is out there on the floor as much as it is in the kitchen.
Wow. Hold on, I'm going to cut that clip and I'm going to send that to Sarah.
I wouldn't say even more, but
you're right.
When you're doing table side, filleting like a holdover sole or something, where everything else in the back is timed on that sole hitting the plate and everything else comes to the table, the sauce, the sides, the entremet, all that stuff. That timing has to be impeccable. And if somebody messes up in the front, or if you overcook that fish and they can't properly fillet it at the table, buddy, it's a freaking mudslide, dude.
Man, I did always wonder that.
And then you have the front of the house managers, barking down. Oh, it's a mudslide, dude, because it goes from them to chef, and this was fucked up, and then chef, sous chef, chef de cuisine are all over you, dude. It's just
it's about communication, right? It's really about communication. If you want to put out the perfect meal, it's about having perfect communication and everybody knowing what their roles are. So let's break down these roles, chef. Okay. So Escoffier, the OG, the inventor, the creator of the French Brigade system. So he would be the executive chef, right? So that's at the very top, the executive chef, the chef de cuisine. Am I correct about that?
Chef de cuisine would be
the general,
the guy that's under the executive chef, which is more or less running the kitchen, because chef generally at that point is not doing anything but walking around with a very nice clean coat on and freaking everybody the fuck out.
And having a clipboard.
Yeah, freaking everybody the fuck out.
Yeah.
So the chef de cuisine and sous chefs are running the kitchen.
So does it go the executive chef and then the chef de cuisine? Would I have that right? And then you would have the sous chef under there.
Yeah, there's usually generally two.
So they're running the team. They're managing the team, right? So they're badasses. They're managing the whole team. They could probably hit any one of the stations and be able to rock it out.
That's the only way. That's the only way you make it to the chef de cuisine.
Okay.
You have to know every station.
Yeah.
You have to know every part. You have to know everything, every technique.
Yeah.
You have to know everything that's in the walk-in. You have to know every order. It is awfully stressful.
Ooh, okay, so you've got the head chef, the chef de cuisine, the sous chef, and then under that, you kind of have your I don't want to say your army, basically, right? Your chef de partie, right?
Yep. You got your commis, which are just kind of your basic cooks, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, but those are under.
Under,
right?
under.
So if we're going in order, we're going chef de cuisine, sous chef, chef de partie. They handle all of the stations, right?
Yep.
So let's go over these stations because these are super important. So you've got the Saucier.
Saucier is a baller.
Wow. So the
Your-
sauce boss.
Your sauce boss, you got to be on point.
So
Because if chef comes by, you'll set up all the sauces because generally in the French Brigade, your sauces are set in front where the plating is actually getting passed through before it goes to the pass, and chef sees it finished plates in the pass. So lots of time the chef de cuisine is finishing with the sauces and everything for plate and like screaming at everybody.
yeah.
So the saucier has to have all those sauces perfectly set, perfectly labeled, perfectly temped for the chef de cuisine to actually plate them all up.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's like the first. That's kind of like the first line of defense.
Saucier is it's there's a lot of elegance to that to be a really good sauce soup stock maker. There really is, and some people are gonna be like, oh, it's just a stock. Like, no. These guys take their jobs like crazy serious.
Yeah. It's
Right.
it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely. The Poissonnier.
Oh, that's the G.
The fish.
That's the G.
Right.
So generally, when you're the Poissonnier, you have a lot going on your station because you
Yes.
have a lot of times you have your own sauces, you have all your own entremet, your sides, your sautéed chanterelles, corn, like whatever the season is.
Yeah.
That's all on you, along with cooking the fish
Yep.
perfectly, and
Any seafood, basically.
yeah. And
Okay.
oftentimes, I can remember I worked a station that had 13 different fish on it for the menu for the day.
Dude.
Some of them are like this teeny tiny. Some of them are whole fish. They get filleted in the dining room after you perfectly pan fry it, and like,
Oh, really?
ugh.
Dude, that's a.
And you have to manage the heat. So
Oh, okay.
anybody that's listening about this, the number one thing about cooking, period, in a kitchen like this or kitchen period, is heat control.
Yep. Heat control.
100%.
Okay.
Meats, fish, sauces, everything. You got to know your heat control so well.
Yeah.
You
Why is that important?
Oh, you burn butter, you're starting over. You got to throw that pan away. You
Ooh.
got to reheat the pan.
Yeah.
Your dishwasher's pissed. The plongeur.
The plongeur. Yep.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
I get it,
And
man.
the chef will come in and be like, I smell burnt butter.
Oh, man. No thanks.
Middle of
No
Friday
thanks.
service, no thanks.
So we got the Saucier, the Poissonnier. What about the Rôtisseur? The meat,
Well,
the
you've
roast
gotta-
master, the meat.
These kind of go back, way back.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
mostly in this day and age, there's usually just a real solid meat cook.
Just the meat person.
And mostly it's in French kitchens, it's a lot of roasting. There's not a ton of grilling. So your meat cook, you got to be really solid at it. And that's all you have to do.
You're just cooking
You're
meats.
just cooking
So
your
why,
meats.
Why is it, though, that the fish has to do mushrooms and all their sauces and the meat
It's-
is just doing meat?
Don't ask me, man.
That's just the way Escoffier
that's
did
just
it?
how it goes, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And to make it to that fish station, to be the poissonnier, like just spoke about this previously, but
Yeah.
you're one of the better.
Yeah.
You're one of the better cooks in the kitchen, dude. If you're rocking the fish station on a Friday, Saturday night,
For sure.
sometimes there's two on the
Yeah.
station, but generally it's just by yourself.
Because you can't, we talked about this last week.
And you're carrying the load.
Well, you can't sous vide fish, right? Do you sous vide fish?
You can sous vide fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of salmon, halibut,
They
like
just sous vide
it's
it, and then
delightful.
they just finish it on the grill
Mhm.
or finish it in the pan.
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't
Yep.
think you could do that. Okay.
Yep.
I don't cook a lot of fish. I cook meat.
I know.
Cook
This
steaks.
is the meat, dude.
This is the steak.
Fish is good for you.
So you've got your meat guy, your meat dude, if you will, meat person, if you
Mm-hmm.
will. And then what about your in the chef de
You got
partie?
Entremet.
Entremet. What do
Right.
they take care of?
Because so Entremet's the cohort to the meat guy,
Okay.
right? So he's doing all the sets for the meat plates. So meat guy's cooking, Entremet's here, fish is here.
Yeah.
So Entremet's kind of in the middle and is prepping and cooking all of the sets for the meats that are coming
The sets is like the vegetables, the
Mhm.
sides is what you're talking
Mhm.
about. Yeah. So they're They're occasionally allowed to maybe flip the ribeye if need be, but actually, you got to stay in your lane, right?
Stay in your lane, bro.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Don't touch my pan.
Don't touch my meat. Don't touch my pan.
Because you take a lot of pride in that, dude.
I'm sure.
You take a lot of pride in
There's
not having to have anybody help you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're embarrassed. Like I've gone down,
Yeah.
dude, on some stations,
But
and
Gordon Ramsay always
people have
says-
to come in and help, and like,
No, Gordon Ramsay
It
always says
hurts.
you got to ask for help
it
before
hurts.
you go down.
It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
I've seen people cry.
Oh, no doubt, dude.
Online.
I've watched Hell's Kitchen. We're going to talk about that. So what's next? You got your Garde Manger.
Yeah, so generally in the Garde Manger, you've got hot apps and cold apps, and the
Yeah.
hot app station is also burly.
I mean, and that gets the whole service started, right? You got to
Mm-hmm.
be on. You got to start that game and just get those things out.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because this is all just this huge function.
Yeah.
It's just this well-oiled motor that has to run on all pistons at all times, and oof. When you start barking back and forth across, it's like a horseshoe shape, right?
Yeah.
You start barking back and across on because you're looking at all the tickets and asking the, hot apps like, how long is it? And pretty soon, chef comes in and just starts screaming,
Yeah.
quiet in the kitchen! I was like, that's one of the most scared moments I've ever had in my life. The first time that ever happened to me.
Really? Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Just drops the hammer.
We had a chef de cuisine in California who was this gigantic human.
Yeah.
Really good cook, man. Really good cook, Mario.
Gotta be, huh?
Big Mario.
Yeah.
He literally was like 6'4", 230,
Okay.
but
Good-
dude
good shape.
could cook, could
Yeah.
plate, could like operate. Dude, he was good,
Yeah.
but fucking frightening.
Yeah.
And his voice was so loud when he yelled, and like I can't imagine that people in the dining room couldn't hear it.
That's the thing, right?
Ugh.
Hey man, if I'm paying $500 for the meal,
Scary.
do I want to hear the chef screaming their fucking ass off back there?
But I did shine him on a lot because I wanted him on my side because I was a stage. I was working for free,
Yeah.
and he made this 4 seafood little tasting dish on one plate. It was gorgeous, dude. It was beautiful, and I stopped and I was like, "That's one of the most beautiful plates of food I've ever seen, chef." And he looked at me. He's like, "Thank you." And I was like, back to brunoise lemon peel,
Yeah. Oh wow, dude. All right. So you also have your boucher, huh? Your butcher.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's a.
It's a big one, and that butcher doesn't really want you messing with his stuff either.
So they're getting all the fish, all the meats, all the chickens, everything butchered, all the poultry, everything.
Everything, and so it's set. So generally, there's all kinds of cooks in the kitchen before you get there.
Mm-hmm.
These things are running, like
20 hours a day,
they
huh?
are, dude,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And when I was a staging, I was working 12, 14, 15 hours a day for free,
Yeah.
just for the experience.
Kids don't do that these days, you know?
No, they don't. they just,
You get in trouble for that now.
They definitely don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the butcher is like, you got to be so good in these places. Like, you cannot mess things up
No.
at all, and they have to be perfectly portioned, perfectly cut. They can't have any lines in them. It's like, all those times I've taught how to cut a tenderloin. It's like
Yeah.
you want it to look like a knife has never touched it, right?
Yeah.
It has to be just every time. And there's a lot of ego in that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Huge.
Yeah.
So as you make it through these ranks and you learn all these different spots, like, you would commit 2 to 3 years minimum if I was going to walk into Robuchon or Atelier or any of those places. Le Bernardin, like, you
Yeah.
commit to those chefs and that team because they're all looking at you like, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. All right.
French Laundry. When you go to French Laundry, you start in family meal.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you don't know how to break down a chicken properly until Thomas Keller comes around and goes like, "Oh, you're the new guy making family meal. Cool. Let me show you how that's done."
Yeah.
And it's like, I've broken millions of chickens down and off, and it's like,
No, you haven't. Not the way I want it.
I'm scared.
Wow, man.
Yep.
So those are mostly your chef de partie.
Yep.
Right? And so there's a couple other little ones, that we didn't really go over that aren't they're from the
They're
1800s.
they're
but-
pretty old school. Some of these things are
Yeah.
pretty old school. Yeah.
So you said when you were a stage, is that the same thing as a commis chef?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so
you
they're the
do
rookie,
you do whatever you're told to do.
Yeah, so that's under the chef de partie, right?
Oh yeah.
So okay, so they have people working under them, and they're just doing all the grunt work.
Luckily, I had already been cooking for a long time
Mm-hmm.
before I had this opportunity. So I got put on fish station.
Oh, you did?
Right away.
Really?
And
How'd you do?
day 2 or 3, I
Yeah.
was solo on fish station by myself,
Okay.
and I did all right.
Yeah.
I did all right.
Yeah.
I can remember 3 or 4 services in the 4 months that I was there that I totally fucked up.
That you just wanted to just off yourself, huh?
Oh, hurt so bad, dude.
So bad.
Luckily, there was a dive bar across the street.
Dude, that is. I mean, I don't, if people haven't worked in a restaurant, that is just one of the worst feelings in the world to get behind and to fuck up your whole team, or to front a house to be
Dude,
so overwhelmed that you don't even know what's going
Everybody's
on.
looking at you.
The worst feeling, dude. That is the worst feeling.
And I can't even tell you the best feeling, but there's a bunch of them. But pulling yourself out of the hole you just dug, if you can successfully pull yourself out of it and get back on track,
Yeah.
I got goosebumps, dude.
Bro. No,
That's like, you're like,
I'm good.
end
I'm
of
good,
end of
guys.
service, you're just like, I will never let that happen again. I promise. I swear to you guys, I will never let. You want to go home early? I'll clean your station for you. No.
So that best feeling is sitting at that bar having that shift drink, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dang, dude. So, under that, let's not forget the last one, right? Because this is to you is one of the most important, right? The plongeur.
Plongeur.
Okay, my French isn't very good today.
I've
the dishwasher,
I
right?
can't remember who said it, but I remember one of my years of cooking, and I think it was a general manager who said, a restaurant is only as strong as its dish team.
Yeah.
And you start to recognize how much that job sucks if you ever have to fill in or whatever.
Yeah.
And in these kind of kitchens, like, you don't just grab all your shit at the end of the night and go dump it in the dish station. You have to stack all like items with like items and like.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I knew the dishwasher. I don't know why he didn't like me. He hated me.
Really?
And, yeah, he would come on my line like through service and tell me to get the fuck out of the way, and he'd sweep anything that I dropped on the floor, and he'd look at me like,
You piece of shit.
yeah. I was like,
You dropped
so eventually,
something on the floor.
I was like, anytime I had any delicious little scrap or anything,
Yeah.
I'd start to put together like a bowl, and I would be like,
little thank you
I would,
dish.
I was like, Pedro,
Oh
and
man.
he'd come over like, here you go, buddy. And he was
Wow.
like, Ramsay has.
That's what you gotta do, man.
Eventually, I was on his team,
God,
but
that's what you gotta do.
everybody hated me.
I don't know why.
They all hated me the minute
Man,
I
a
got
young
there.
cocky
But-
guy
Yeah.
coming up, right?
Yeah.
But that's every chef, man. Every young chef is cocky, man. It's
You
just
get
in
you
the
get
blood.
you get uncocky very fast.
Yeah. When you talk about that, so who are some of the? Let's talk about some of the fictional chefs that still scare the shit out of you. Who are some of those fictional?
What do you mean
Like
fictional?
those fictional from shows and from movies and things like that, because we're going to talk about the top 5,
Well,
some
I
of the
mean-
best restaurants, but
Joel McHale
yeah, and the bear.
and the bear played that role
You came in shaking the next day, man.
so good, dude, and just
Oh, it was good,
secretly belittling
dude. Yeah,
Carmi in his ear, and like, dude, it was like
that was like too real.
it
huh?
really got me, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stupid shit on the bear, of course.
Of
but
course, yeah.
There's a lot of real stuff on there too. That's like, whoa, like,
Oh, for
like sometimes
sure.
I can't binge watch that show. I can only watch a couple episodes.
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
I need a fucking break, dude.
I
Like,
know,
oh
dude.
my
I
god,
know.
like,
What
yeah.
about
So-
who else was there? That Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, he was pretty
Yeah.
nasty.
Dude, I was watching that. I was like, he is mean, man. Like,
Yeah.
is that really how it's like? Isn't that just mean? Like I'm like a little bit scared that I'm gonna get hurt, like physically hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, that's
there's all these old old stories, of course. Like you think
Yeah.
about your Marco Pierre Whites and your Gordon Ramsays and your old school guys like that. Like Marco used to be ferocious, and there's stories of him like you slide him risotto that wasn't properly perfectly finished, and he'd pick it up and like
throw it on you. A hot risotto.
A hot risotto, it's molten lava.
Yeah.
And like I worked for a chef that would come and as you were like, and they don't want you to make eye contact with them.
Yeah, so you're chopping.
They just want to scream at you and try to rattle your cage.
Take it.
And if you can just continue to be like, yes, chef, heard chef, yes, chef, and he'd start kicking you in the shoes and the soles of your shoes, like I saw him on lunch service make this cold app guy drop and give him 20.
Yeah.
In the kitchen during lunch service, dude, and he was like, "Yes, chef." He drops and just starts doing push-ups.
Like, man,
there's a lot of scary shit out there, dude,
that.
and there's not many people now that can really. You have PTSD, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I've never been so frightened to go to work ever in my life.
Is that going away? Like, does that philosophy? I mean, the brigade system works to this day, but does that philosophy, that old school philosophy, still work in today's world?
I don't believe it does.
I don't think.
I don't believe you can.
I don't think you can get away with that. No.
Funny enough, dude, I was watching this clip with Éric Ripert, which he's just such a magnificent chef, a magnificent man. He's such a good person.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how that kind of shit never happens in his kitchens.
Yeah.
Because it's detrimental to the product going out of the kitchen, right?
That's kind of like
the energy is messed up, the stress is messed up.
You talk about it with Wagyu, the
cortisol levels
yeah,
are just
man.
whack, and like you're just so like your hands are shaking.
Yeah, how is that good to get the product out?
You're gonna mess up more.
Yeah,
right.
Like end of the shift, you'd rip these guys a new asshole. That's fine, but like during it, man, unless they're so fucking out of line, just let them do it. Most of these people in the kitchen are probably goddamn professionals, right?
We go back to we go back a long way. Like the Jean Georges, the Joël Robuchons, these are granddaddies, right?
Yeah.
And yes, that happened. Generally not from them as much as their chef de cuisines, though.
Okay.
Because if chef has to deal with it, it's because the sous chefs or the chef de cuisine did not. And then that's your ass.
And they're done. You're gone after
You're in troubles, dude.
That's God.
But yeah, it's a real thing, dude. There's
I could see it in your eyes after that bear episode when you came in the next day. I was like, dude, that got to you, man.
It rattled me.
It rattled you. I was like, wow,
it rattled
man.
me.
Yeah. Jesus. Well, hey, I looked up maybe 5. You probably have more restaurants that are really maybe famous for the French Brigade. I mean, there's a ton out there, right? There's a lot of really old ones, but let me go over, of course, the Savoy, right?
Savoy.
So that's Escoffier in 1889. So, of course, that one we have to talk about. But I wanted to do a couple more modern ones. But that was really the birthplace of the brigade system, right? If I'm correct there. So really just he had that military-style kitchen structure. And I think a lot of fine dining restaurants today from everywhere, from Paris to Portland, kind of owes Escoffier and the Savoy a lot of recognition, right?
Oh, for sure.
You would say it, yeah. Okay.
And that goes down to, I mean, I could name thousands of really good chefs and really good restaurants and Michelin stars and all of that stuff. But like coming up 25, 30, whatever years ago, and you're looking at all these people like the Charlie Trotters we're doing in the United States.
Yep.
Dude, Joël Robuchon. Letellier.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Michelin stars did that guy have before he died?
That's
I think
crazy.
he died in 2016 or 18. And he, had piles of Michelin stars.
Man. What about the French Laundry?
Yeah, French Laundry
That's
is
kind of one of the more famous ones here on the West Coast.
Number one
in the world. I mean,
probably,
it's not number one in the world, but yeah, in the West Coast, it's probably number one. Maybe even in the U.S., you got a couple other ones.
A few in the U.S. The 11 Madison Park. They actually got named best restaurant of the world.
Yeah, they did.
And those are I would say pretty new schoolish comparative to like what we're talking about.
At the French Laundry, Thomas Keller, he kind of added warmth and mentorship. That was like one of his things. So he's got the brigade system, but he actually mentors. I was just listening to him this morning. He was saying if the chefs under me aren't can't become better than me, then I failed at my job.
Yeah, I love
that. Wow, that's dope, dude. Like I don't hear that from
That's
a lot
very new school.
That's very new school. But this guy's one of the best in the world, right? So I love that. What about Le Bernardin?
Oh, dude.
In New York City.
So
right?
good.
So
and Éric Ripert's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I said opened up in 1986.
A long time, dude.
Yeah. He's I guess he's more well known to be calm as well, huh?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's a super,
cool
super good guy.
We mentioned 11 Madison Park,
Of
course,
God.
in New York City.
So good.
Yeah.
I ate there once.
They say that's kind of... You did? Tell me about it.
It was dope.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I ate with 3 other people, and I think we got to try... We just all decided to order all separate things so we could try everything on the menu.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope, dude.
Oh, man. I love Madison Park is well known. I mean, all these are, but well known for their front of house as well.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
almost just as important.
It is, dude, because I mean that's where you're gonna get or not get Michelin stars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Service has to be on point.
Service.
Everything's got to be clean. Everything's got to be crisp. Everything's got to be so attentive. Like, you go eat at Robuchon in Vegas right now.
Yeah.
And there's like a dude stands next to your table.
Yeah.
And just acts like he's
just
not,
in all black.
He acts like he's not there. But if you drop a fork, it's like you don't even know it.
Wow.
It's like new fork.
Man.
When you get up and you come back to the table, go to the bathroom or something, your napkin's perfectly folded, your chair is pushed in, they pull it out for you before you sit down, your water's refilled. Like, it's on
perfect.
point. It's perfect. Charlie Trotter used to have, this might be lore, but Charlie Trotter used to have double stick tape on his servers' shoes. So when they were walking through the dining room, they would pick up crumbs or anything that had fallen. Yeah. So there's like crazy ass shit.
That's very military.
Stupid,
That's
dude.
crazy.
I wanted to work there so bad, but I was so scared.
Oh, we also got to talk about, of course, Restaurant Gordon Ramsay in London, 1998.
Gordon's got some stars.
He's got some stars, and he's probably one of the most famous just because of his marketing of really, showcasing the French Brigade and all his shows, and really just pushes that. I mean, we've watched Hell's Kitchen, me and my wife, for years, and that's...
I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, you've seen it? You've seen Hell's Kitchen? Or
No.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to experience Gordon Ramsay firsthand, huh?
I did, yeah. And people were like, "How is he? How is he? Is he really like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, he is like that all the time." Wow. And mostly, it's just because he has a standard and he wants everything to get done perfectly, as all of these chefs that we've talked about. Yeah. That's what it's all about, right?
Because it has to.
You have to.
It has to. It's. I mean, we talk a lot about meat, and I want to kind of like reference this to Wagyu beef, this French Brigade in the fine dining, because these restaurants go all in, right? I mean, imagine having all of these people working. How much does that cost?
Oh my God.
The payroll of these restaurants has got to be fucking insane.
So much.
So it's the same. You have to go all in. You have to sell it for a more expensive price because everything's going to be perfect. Just kind of like, I'm going to tie it back into Wagyu beef, right? You have to get the best genetics and feed for so much longer, and you have to sell it at a little bit of a higher price. Why? Because all of these things went into it to make it better than your normal eating experience.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, God, just thinking about, going all in, how much that really costs to
run
this place, man.
What's wild about some of that is there's places in the world that actually bring all these cooks in and they have living quarters for them, and you just go and you learn.
And you learn and you live.
You learn and you live. And
a lot of that's for free too, right?
Yeah.
Because they'll have like 25 people in the kitchen, and
it's insane.
15 are getting payroll, which is a lot, but
you got 4 people picking out the most perfect rosemary flowers off of whatever in the garden. It's nuts.
It's so.
That's the only way that you can really get that stuff done, dude. You can't afford to pay all those people.
No way, dude. No. Yeah, we know how that goes.
But the learning experience is just crazy in value. You can't put a price on it.
Yeah,
you can't. It's so awesome.
I like it. Let's let me fire off some of the 10. I looked up the 10 commandments of a French Brigade kitchen. So I want you to react to these, and I want you to to give me a little insight and see if we're right on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the 10 Commandments of the French Brigade system. 1, yes, chef is sacred.
All day.
Yeah, you cannot say, okay, got it.
Nope, I've
goof.
made that mistake.
Oh, and you got called a donut.
Oh, dude, I got called a donkey.
Fucking donkey.
Donkey.
All right, number 2 of the 10 Commandments, know your role, stay in your lane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Keep your station as clean as possible. Keep your prep area as clean as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Do not cross. I'll tell you the number one person in the kitchen that you do not ever cross any of their lines, pastry chef.
Oh, why is that?
They have their own utensils. They have their
yeah.
own work area. You can't even set a pan down to grab a scoop of ice. Like, you're in
Just let 'em go.
trouble, dude. They are crazy.
All right, number 3, mise en place is your religion.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and that's talking about setting up your station the right way.
Everything in its place.
Everything in its place that is perfect and stocked, and you know where everything's at, right?
Mm-hmm. Got all your backups ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Number 4, keep your station clean, always.
Clean as you go.
Clean as you go.
Clean.
How many times have I heard you say that? Clean as you go.
Clean as you go. I've probably said it today.
Yeah. Number 5, never talk back on the line. You don't even want to respond to that. Fuck no.
No.
You do not say a thing.
No,
You talk back, you're done. You might even get hurt.
Yes, chef.
You might get physically hurt.
I heard a chef scream, the only 3 answers I want to fucking hear are yes, chef, no, chef, and I don't know, chef. And if you say I don't know, chef, then figure the fuck out. Like,
I love it.
I don't want to be that guy.
And number 6, work quietly, work quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, quick
Yeah.
and efficiency, right?
Always. Yeah.
That's just the number 1.
There's not a lot of yammering going on, like, hey, what'd you do last night, kind of shit.
No.
Nope.
Number 7, know the flow of the kitchen. Understand that line's rhythm, when to fire, when to hold, when to push.
Yep. And you learn that from messing things up.
Ooh,
And
you learn fast.
you learn fast, and you can when you start to get good and you start to control all your heat and you're watching everything else that's going on in the kitchen, you're not just totally focused on the one thing you're trying to learn.
Yeah.
Once you've learned what your station is, and then you can start to kind of you really get a sense of the flow, and you see him searing foie gras over there, and you see him searing a côte de boeuf over there, and your fish just went out, this is going to go next. You learn.
Okay.
And that's a feather in the cap.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Number 8, taste everything. Serve nothing blind.
Taste everything, dude.
That's a lot of tasting.
Taste.
You're tasting all day, all night, right?
All day. This is something I want to tell you earlier, too, because we talked about people tasting shit with their fingers.
Yeah.
There's an actual scientific thing about, think about how you've eaten dinner or eaten anything your entire life other than chopsticks, right? Mm-hmm. You use a fork, you use a knife, you use a spoon, and those are generally always metal, right? Yeah. So that metal actually has a reaction of flavor in your mouth. So you always want to taste like that, and you're going to get the right minerality, the right salt, the right acid, the right sugar, sweet, sour, salt, bitter, the pure umami.
That's way better than touching it with your finger.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross, man.
Disgusting.
That just grosses me out. All right, number 9, respect the hierarchy.
Oh, 100%, dude.
That shouldn't even need to be said.
One quick thing about respecting that is, say, meat guy got his foot ran over by a bus on his way to work, and you're not going to work fish tonight. You're going to have to fill in for him on meat. Yeah. You got to know what the hell's going on over there, just in case that happens.
Yeah.
And that's a scary time.
Got to have a swing guy, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Baby. Number 10, clean as you go and leave it better than you found it.
Always, man. And that's, we didn't even get into AM services versus PM services. If you're working in a hotel with said style of kitchen, you got breakfast and lunch, and you got dinner service. And that crossover is humongous. And if you come into somebody's dirty-ass station and they left it for you,
baby,
buddy,
no.
you're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, man, you can't. All right, what's an unspoken rule that you would never break in the brigade? Like you personally.
I would never use another person's knife.
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
Never.
Ooh, we had a knife incident here
a few
years ago, huh?
Not even if dire needs. Yeah. I would never touch another person's knife, dude.
Wow. So when I'm cutting my apples and peanut butter, I take that knife off I don't take the good ones. I take the ones off the community knives.
I have a knife in the back right now that I only pull out when I have to do like some fine chopping.
Yeah.
And there was a piece of tape yesterday on the tip of it, so I know somebody grabbed that knife and opened a fucking box with it.
Wow, bro. You gotta. They are next. That wasn't me. You know, you're looking at me. They are next. I got my little knife.
Of course.
My little thing that I do.
You're well trained.
But they are next to the boxes, so we gotta, you know.
A 9-inch chef knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm just gonna grab that huge sharp ass knife and cut this tape off a box real quick.
Oh my God! No, you can't.
I found it. I found the tape this morning. I was like,
oh, who opened it? Ooh, baby.
what the?
I got my little thing that I use. All right, I'm just
Don't ever touch another person's knife, man.
You know, heard. Yes, chef.
Oh,
Right. So, in some of your fine dining experience, would Carmi from the Bear, would he survive your kitchen brigade?
I mean, come on. We're talking about actors here.
But you know his character, right?
Yeah,
he was pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
he's fucking good,
He was
dude.
pretty good, dude.
Yeah, he was a baller.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the Bear, the whole show, they portray him as like one of the most talented, gifted chefs ever.
Yeah.
Right. He was a good cook.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
He went everywhere.
You know what I liked about the show? Like, I want to kind of hop into the Bear real quick. My dream job would be is it the expo, the culling out all the stuff? Man, I got fired up watching that. Like, table 6, fire the scallops. Table 9, hold on that beef. Table 10, you know, just
Dragging pasta, dragging scallops, dragging. Oh, buddy.
It's like watching like an intense football game, and the coach is calling the right plays. I'm like, oh man, I just love that. That was, dude. How hard is that position?
It is so hard.
It's so hard, dude.
So I came up at Pozzo in Portland when I was a young kid.
Yeah.
And I worked every station in the house before I became the sous chef. And the pastas, these are all hand called, like you don't have any tickets. These are all verbal.
Are they writing them down on a piece of paper too?
Okay. The tickets are coming in.
Okay, but then who's calling it?
But the expediter.
That's Expo. Okay.
Has to call everything verbally, and you have to remember.
You gotta remember.
You have to remember all of it. We're doing like 650 covers a night. Like, you're just so drained by the end of the night. So when I made it to the pasta station, this was an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Was the most.
That's like the fish guy.
Yeah. The hardest station I've ever worked in my life, and then I started getting good at it.
Yeah.
And then I was doing that, plus the fish cook fucking,
shoulders back,
peacocking into the kitchen, like, yeah, let's go. Then, when you finally get your sous chef position or whatever, then you got to learn how to call a wheel.
Totally different.
4 times harder than the hardest station in the house.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I watch Hell's Kitchen, they do that whole thing, and then at the very end, they're down to the top 5 or the top 3, and then they have to go call out, basically be the chef, the expediter. And you tell, like, these guys are just crazy in the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. And then they get up there and they're like, table 10, 2 covers.
Nope. Totally different.
Start over.
Totally different.
Dude, it's like...
You're completely out of your element.
Yeah, man. I love that shit.
There's like spider webs in your brain, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's just, you cannot
it's like
sort
a
it out.
different job. It's a totally different job.
Super hard.
It's like not going from like the meat to the fish, or the sauce to the meat to the fish. It's like a totally different job. It's like being a lawyer to an accountant, You're like, wait, what the fuck am I doing?
It's so difficult.
Oh man. I love that position though. That would be my favorite. What was the worst scene besides that Joel McHale scene in The Bear? What was your other worst scene?
Oh, dude, when the tickets were rolling onto the floor, dude.
Oh no, forgot to turn off the to-goes.
It happened to me 2 days ago.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about that. That's a great segue. Speaking of the French Brigade, we did a Wagyu smash burger pop-up here on Tuesday night. Did 200 burgers. I think the restaurant filled up in about 3 minutes. We had about 70 people in the restaurant. We sold the 200 burgers in an hour and 15 minutes, but we were cooking for about 2.5 hours. So what would you need in that French Brigade system to make sure that would go off without a hitch? Because it was just you cooking all the burgers, and then you had Cody basically aligning all the tickets, mayoing, pickles.
We're talking about a smash
toasted
burger. We're not
buns.
even talking about fine plated food.
We're just
right?
talking about the best smash burger I've ever had in my life.
It's
by the way.
exactly like the Bear, because this was back before they made the restaurant fancy and they were just doing the hot beef sandwiches.
Yeah, that was the hot beef sandwich scene. Yeah,
it's exactly the same. At one point, I looked over because I didn't look up.
No.
Literally didn't look up for
you just cooked burgers.
2.5 hours.
It's like
I
old
just
school, dude.
and I had to clean the flat top in between every run, and I could only do like 15 at a time.
Yep. We
Double
did not
patty.
Have a plongé.
No, we didn't have a
I
dishwasher.
was a plongé at the end.
You
needed some commis chefs.
I didn't have anything, dude. It was brutal. And I looked over at one point, and the tickets had actually gone down to the floor.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
yeah, 200 burgers. So how long does it take to cook? So you on our flat top, we could do 15
up to
orders,
15
right?
orders.
So that's 30 patties.
Double
'cause they're double
patties.
patties. So how long did it take to cook that?
one burger,
Yeah, one round.
probably 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So
So
3 to 4.
3 to 4 minutes, and then you had to stack them, flip them, put the cheese on every single slice.
Yep. And then as I started getting better at it through the night, I would do half the flat top at a time.
Yeah.
So I kind of like get it going.
Okay. Because you had to clean after every round too.
Clean every round.
So what did you need? I mean, did that remind you of working back in the?
It did.
In the bullshit?
I had visions
Yeah.
of darkness.
So if I would have gone back there in the middle of that and been like, Chef Tyler,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have just
you'd
probably.
have lost your mind.
Yeah, I might have cried.
You might have just, yeah, dude. Yeah. That
P-
was
It's PTSD, man.
that was.
It really is.
And for me, I don't work the front of house as much as I used to. And then about 30 minutes before that, I was like, Sarah, who's coming in tonight to work? And she's like, oh, Nick, the bartender, and then I'm gonna handle the front, and you. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's it, 3 people. And we had a fucking line down the block. And so basically, luckily it was a pop up, but we just like let people in. God, I mean, Sarah is like she's a beast, dude. Like Sarah, if I had somebody at the front of the house, I would want Joe Bastianich, right?
Oh yeah.
But after that, I probably want Sarah because like she held that line and she took every single order. We got a patio, we got a front.
I think we only had
was
to
insane.
turn away one party that couldn't wait any longer for their burgers because they were waiting for hours.
You had to wait an hour. You had to wait about an hour. If you got it, the worst part was if people ordered something, they're like, "These are so good. Let me order another one." Or my friend got here. Let me order another. I'm like, "Okay, well, you're like 60 burgers back, so
Yep,
it's gonna
sorry.
be a while." I'm sorry. That was
There was
quite an experience.
there was
man.
legit 30 burgers going at one time, and I looked up, and there's the other 185 on the board.
on the board, dude.
I'm like,
Sarah got them rung in real quick.
nothing else I can do.
Yeah, that was a little PTSD I think for
There's
everybody.
Nothing else I could do.
That was fun. But that was a great experience. It's a reminder.
Oh yeah, it was a reminder.
Of
I'm like waiting for
what the
the
fuck?
part of the great experience you're gonna explain to me. I'm like,
it was a great
what part was it?
experience
That was
to
great.
Bring back the youthfulness of us working in crazy restaurants.
Yes,
and,
yes, the youthfulness, the
Yes.
the ute.
Oh my God! You know what's funny? We talk about the Bear as a great example. I love the scene where he's building the fine dining restaurant and he's like placing the equipment around, just like marking it around and taking a step. No, this takes 2 steps and needs to take 1, yada, yada. It's such a great reference for fine dining and how that all works. But another one that I really love is the movie Ratatouille, the Disney movie Ratatouille.
Absolutely.
First of all, that's a great movie. My daughter used to watch that when she was like 2 years old, just over and over and over.
I will watch it today.
Oh, it's great, but they really do like the mouse goes up to the top, or the rat, sorry, goes up to the top of the restaurant and looks down and sees everything, and then the chef is asking the rat, who does that guy do? And they actually go through all the stations, and it's
great.
a really cool
great.
breakdown. I think it's an awesome movie, dude. So I would go watch Ratatouille right now.
Have you ever watched Founder?
Founder? No.
It's about the story of McDonald's.
Oh, okay, yeah, with Michael Keaton.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
haven't seen it
the
yet, no.
2 original. You haven't? Oh my God,
No,
dude!
I gotta watch that.
The 2 original founders of McDonald's, the McDonald brothers,
Yeah.
actually went out on a tennis court with chalk and
built it?
and built their whole kitchen and how efficient, because
Dang.
they're like, they had the perfect amount of ketchup,
Yeah.
4 pickles, not 5 kind of shit. Like,
McDonald's is the most
I was gonna
system
say
ever.
that it really is, dude. In fast food restaurants, I worked at Burger King when I was like 14, and watching that system and that program, it is crazy efficient.
I love it, dude.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like on timers and everything is where it
yeah.
needs to be, and it's like
You can't even.
you learn a lot from that.
The salt, you turn over the salt to salt the fries, and it goes shoo, and it cuts off. It
Yep.
stops, so you can't even screw that up. So everything is well thought out.
Yep.
There's no missteps.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Well, let's wrap up our talk about the French Brigade and why does it matter? Because when we love meat, when we're eating a great piece of meat or a great piece of fish or a great piece of chicken, we want it cooked perfectly. Yeah. And if you go to one of these restaurants and they have this system set up, it's going to be cooked absolutely perfectly, man.
Absolutely.
And like I said, they go all in, just like a lot of our Wagyu producers. They have to go all in, and people, why are restaurants more expensive? Why are these fine dining restaurants more expensive? Well, because it comes out perfect. Why is Wagyu a little bit more expensive? Well, because it takes a lot more to raise, and it's a better product.
It's a better product.
Right? See how I wrapped Wagyu into that?
I see that, dude.
Love
That was
it,
good.
dude.
That was good.
All right, brother. Let's wrap it up.
All right.